What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to our Daily Huddle episode number 69.
5 questions that you want to know and you want answers to. Tell me what your number one question is going to be.
Alrighty, okay, I'm just setting up my Instagram right now as well, so I apologize for obviously being too in front of the camera. Right now I'm just gonna fix this up to make sure you guys can actually see me on Instagram. Hold on one sec. Alrighty, so obviously, as you guys all know, I actually went on a mini vacation for about 2.5 weeks, so I apologize for not being here live for our daily huddle. Now, since that I'm back in North America, actually back in Vancouver this week and traveling again on Thursday, I'm going to do my best to be here every single day to actually answer 5 questions that you may have to get you unstuck in your business. Now, I do have a lot of people messaging me on Facebook and Instagram asking where I went. Did I stop my daily huddles? The answer to your question is no. The Daily Huddle will be here for as long as I live, okay? I'm just going to do my best to be here live, but obviously being in Asia and especially spending a lot of time in China, I wasn't able to actually get on Instagram, Facebook, Google, or YouTube. So I was basically left the social media world. So I wasn't able to actually answer any texts in Facebook messages. I wasn't able to actually put on any YouTube videos. So my apology on that end of things. But again, good news, I am back right now. So I'm going to actually host this every day and answer 5 burning questions. Now, here's the deal though. Possibly by around the middle of this month, when I'm actually back from my next trip, our Daily Huddle will change. It will actually take place, not in my office, but actually in our studio. So as you guys know, I actually launched a series called the Print Profit Series with Michael. We used our entire studio to actually do that. Our Daily Huddle will be in there very, very, very soon. So you guys will actually not see my office, where I'm at, where I work, etc. You'll be actually seeing my Daily Huddle inside our studio. Now with that, as you guys can actually see in the title of this video, is basically Instagram, alright? I have to say, I love Instagram now. I favor Instagram over Facebook, especially if you are wanting to get free traffic from either the internet or basically for your e-commerce store, for your business, regardless if it's local business, digital business, or an e-commerce store. I've discovered that Instagram, the free traffic and the exposure that you get is actually a lot better than Facebook. Now, as you all know, Facebook always constantly make changes, and one of the biggest update that they had earlier this year was that they are basically not allowing or not showing any feeds from a Facebook page. So that really kills your free traffic, because if you were to just post something on your Facebook page, it will not get that much of a reach. So what I've done was yesterday, well I should say 2 days ago, I was actually at the airport. My flight got delayed. So my flight got delayed for literally 14 hours. I was wanting to shoot myself in the head when that happens. I was like stuck. And we have to do the rebooking of our ticket. We actually went to a hotel. It was a really nice hotel. It was a 5-star hotel. But at the end of the day, I was actually stuck at the airport for like 4 hours. So during that time, I got nothing to do other than waiting in line. I did a test on my accounts. So I ran a post saying that I'm bored, ask me anything, and I'll answer. And I post on Instagram, and I also post on Facebook at the same time to actually see what the reach and engagement actually looks like. And today, I actually got you guys some results and screenshots of these data, and this will actually tell you why Instagram is really now built for you to actually get free traffic over Facebook, and why you should actually start focusing a lot on Instagram over Facebook when you are trying to actually engage with your followers. So with that, Give me a 1 in the comment box right below if you guys are excited to see the results. I'm actually going to show you guys the entire result of the post that I ran. So again, I didn't pay or boost any of the posts. I simply just did a quick posting to get free traffic, and I obviously got an amazing amount of results from that. So I'm getting some ones starting to come in right now. Let me actually share with you. So right now, as you guys can see, and for those of you that are on Instagram, let me actually grab my phone so you guys can actually see this at the same time. So if you guys can actually see this right now, if you look at the data over here, you will actually see that I have roughly around 53,000 followers right now just on Facebook. And I post the exact text, the exact image, and with that, here are the results. So from this ad over, or not ad, from this post over here, I got 1,630 people reached. So out of my 53,000 followers, only 1,630 of them actually saw this post. And from here, I got obviously 85 comments, so it's not bad. It's pretty decent. But again, keep in mind, I have 53,000 followers on Facebook. Now on Instagram, which I just started a month ago, I now have around 4,000 followers. But take a look at this. I have 146 comments, okay? And not only that, if we actually look at this even further down, it reached 1,664 people. So if you actually compare this, and obviously I cannot compare this to apples, but with my Instagram followers, I have 4,000 followers only. But this post have reached 1,664 people, whereas my Facebook post, I have 53,000 and reached the same amount of people. In fact, I actually reach more people on not Shopify, on Instagram over Facebook. And this is why, and again, I'm sharing this data with you guys only because I want you to know, or I want you to start seeing where the engagements are at, where the free traffics are at right now. It's really inside Instagram. And here's the beauty about Instagram for any of you that are running an e-commerce store. And again, I forgot my equipment at home for my trip, so I don't have a really great iPhone holder to actually hold on to my camera. So with this, I share this data with you guys to share with you right now. If you want to get free traffic, if you just want to actually just post something and have people to go to your website or go to your store to buy something, I would have to say hands down right now it is on Instagram. Okay, I have 10x, okay, more than 10x. I have like 12x the followers on Facebook over Instagram, and I'm actually reaching more people with my organic posts on Instagram versus Facebook. So again, if you guys do not have Instagram strategy in your accounts or in your business, you're definitely missing out on a lot of free traffic right now. So I encourage you, spend some time, create an Instagram page, start posting on there, start putting hashtags on there, and start building a following, because you are going to get a much better reach than anything else right now if you want free traffic towards your website. All right, so again, just sharing these data points with you guys on the discovery that I have. And again, I think Instagram is going to actually having a very massive breakthrough this year. In fact, a couple weeks ago, Facebook has announced that inside Instagram, there are what we call the product catalog feed. So you can actually assign a e-commerce product to your posts, and people can actually click on it. And if you're using Shopify, it is integrated with Shopify right now, so you can actually have a product feed right in your Instagram account. People actually click on it and buy that button. So if you're in a lifestyle business, fashion business, apparel business, this is actually perfect for you and your business to actually get some organic sales and some free traffic towards your website. All right, so I hope that helps you guys out, and just share with you guys that you need to start focusing on Instagram right now, especially for getting free traffic. Now with that, let's dive into our questions for today. So our first question is by Andrina. Andrina asks, "Hello Fred, in advance, thank you for your time and congrats for your success. As you said on your email, if I have some concern, I can write to you. You have so much experience in receiving payments. Please, could you advise me on this? US is very strict about payment of taxes and the origin of the money, and they can block the money when a certain amount is received. My concern is that when I start receiving the sales payments in my personal bank account, I do not have an account for business. The bank could block my money and account because it's supposed to be a personal account and not for business. How can I prevent this happening? I cannot open a business bank account. I talked with an accountant, but being from Venezuela, which is where I live, do not know about it. Please help me about this. You are an expert, and I know you know what should I do. Thanks for your time." So great question, and Andrina, again, you're from Venezuela. I've never been to Venezuela, so I can only share with you action steps that may help you. It is not going to be ones that may or will help you right away. So the first step that I would actually suggest you to do, being in Venezuela, first, I would actually suggest you to talk to Shopify Live Chat. They are the best at this, and especially if you're building an e-commerce store, they can give you the right procedures and what merchant provider to actually use. Now, again, you didn't really specify if you're using Shopify or not, so I'll talk about if you are creating like an online business that is not in e-commerce. So with that, what you can actually do is just accept PayPal. I'm pretty sure Venezuela have PayPal, so you want to check into that. Now, if you do not have PayPal in Venezuela, the last option that you can look at is tocheckout.com or BlueSnap. Okay, these are the two other merchant providers that you can actually look into. Now, in regards to personal accounts and in regards to business accounts, again, you being in Venezuela, I don't know what the policies are over there, but if you can't set up a business account, I would say you should go talk to your bank and ask them if you can actually set up maybe a checking account under your personal name where you can actually route everything through there, and you set it up as a sole proprietorship, so that way it is still your business. It is just going directly into you, not into a business account. So that's my suggestion to you. Try it out. Talk to Live Chat, Shopify Live Chat, and look into BlueSnap to checkout, or just potentially just accept PayPal for your store. All right. So moving on. Next question is by Darwin's Khaleesi. Okay, I hope I pronounced your name right. Darwin's asks, "My question is, which is more important, choosing a theme that attract and convert customers into buyers, or choosing the right product that the market have a broad interest in from sites like AliExpress?" So if you're saying, should I favor or should I focus more on the theme or on the product, I would say product, because product is the first interaction that you are going to have with the other person on the other side of the screen. That is just a complete stranger, never heard of you, never know of you, never seen your brand before, never went through your website before, and the first point of contact is always going to be the product. So I would say product over theme. All right. Your other question is, what's the best way to test if a product is a winning product? Engaging it in a newly Facebook page by creating a Facebook ad, or some better $1 million suggestions that you personally have in mind? My answer to your question is always let the ads tell you the data. You don't want to basically offend other Facebook pages where you go to their page or go to a group and put in a link towards your product. You never wanted to do that. You are going to annoy the living crap out of the admin and the moderators of those groups, and it is not going to be the best practice. What you wanted to do is to run some ads and look at the data points to determine if that product is going to be a winning product or not. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. Moving on to the third question is by William, with no last name, just William. William said, "What's up, Fred? How do you keep your lookalike updated? Do you update them manually every day or use any app?" That's a really good question, William. So, lookalikes updates on its own, and at times do not updates on its own. Now, let me actually get that straight. Lookalikes will not update if the seed list, so the initial list to run the lookalike audience, is actually an email upload. So if you upload your email address of customers and run a lookalike audience to that from that seed list, the lookalike audience will not update. However, if you have a dynamic event of custom audiences and you create a lookalike out of it, then every 3 to 7 days, your lookalike audience will automatically update. So let me give you a perfect example on which scenario will automatically update. So let's say that you created a add to cart custom audience. So anyone that actually added to cart on your website, you have an audience of people, right? You have a segment of audience. And when you run a lookalike audience of that segment, and because your custom audience from the add to cart are adding in new people every day, then it will have lookalike audience updated automatically. And again, the update takes place every 3 to 7 days. So in reality, there's not really an app that you need. The only manual process that you need, and I shared this before, is that every single month, update or add in a new email list or a new custom audience off of your email list and rerun the lookalikes. When you have done that, make sure you simply take the previous month and the new list to create or look at the audience overlap to see if there is some sort of overlap. And if there is an overlap, make sure you create an exclusion for the active lookalikes, all right? Very important information that you need to take place in. Now again, I know that this may be going like a little bit over your head, and we're just doing our daily huddle. Here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be launching a brand new series in the studio very soon on my YouTube channel called the Shopify Masterclass. So put in a me into the comment box or live chat or anywhere if you guys are going to be excited to actually see a brand new show every single week called the Shopify Masterclass, where I simply create video training, create basically new videos for you guys every week on e-commerce and Shopify. And if that interests you, again, put in a me into the comment box right below, all right? So again, with that, that's what you want to do. Lookalike audience, do automatically update, and do not for certain type of custom audience. Okay? So moving forward to the fourth question of the day is by Jerry Scott. Jerry asks, "Hi Fred, thanks so much for your daily huddle and providing us so much value on a regular basis. You are absolutely welcome. I've been optimizing my ads based on your system. My question is, if I have an ad that is already creating sales, but I realize that only females of a certain age groups are buying, would you suggest I create a duplicate ad and target only females, or should I edit the targeting within the existing ad?" So again, I would not edit the existing ad because it will reset the algorithm. I would suggest you to duplicate it. Now, given, sorry, you have one more point. My concern is duplicating ad that I'll lose all the purchase data of my existing, which is already profitable. So, Jerry, if it is already profitable, and I always say, do not edit, anything if it has some break. Okay, so it's not broken yet. You're making sales. You're being profitable. Do not duplicate it. Let it run. Okay. And what you want to do is that eventually, when you want to go after new interest targeting for your products, or when you start to see ad exhaustion for your ad, then when you duplicate the ad, use a new copy and simply just go after the female demographic that is converting for you. So moving forward, when you're creating an ad, you know that you don't have to let Facebook figure out who the buyers are. You know that they are females. So any of the new asset and new targeting that you're going after, simply just go after the female targeting right away. But again, don't fix what is not broken yet. So if you are already profitable with your campaign right now, do not duplicate it, okay? Let it keep running until it exhausts. Okay, moving forward to the last question of the day is by Bill K. Bill said, can you go over when it's better to use engagement versus conversions and when to use each in Facebook ads? Also, can if you install Pixel Pay later, can you go back and install segment audience? So there's two questions. First question, let me answer that. Engagement versus conversion. So it is very rare in my strategies that I actually use engagement. Only because, again, when you advertise on Facebook, you want to tell Facebook exactly the reason why you're advertising on there and what you want Facebook to do to optimize your ads. At the end of the day, obviously, you want either a lead or a sale. So that's a conversion. Now, there are times that I do run an engagement post. Not every single time, but there are times that I run an engagement post. And why or when I will run an engagement post is when I have a video that I can go out to the public and I want more people to watch it, okay? I want a lot of people to watch it. And when I do that, I actually have another strategy to back up or tag onto it. If I run an engagement post, I make sure it is a video post, okay? It is a video ad. And when I do that, I can actually create a custom audience of anyone that watched the video 10 second, 25%, 50%, 75%, or 95% of the video. I can automatically create 5 custom audience that I can use for remarketing purpose and lookalike audience. Because if I know that the people have watched my video, they know my brand, heard of my name, and I do not do an aggressive call to action on there and I just want people to watch the video, I obviously create engagement. I want people to share it, like it, comment on it, so it shows up on their friends' newsfeed too. Then at that point, I would create a more tactical ad that goes after the ones that actually watch the video. So again, when that happens, I go after conversions now. So my goal at the end are always going to be conversion. And when do I use engagement? Is when I just want exposure to a video that I have that I want the public to actually see and learn more about me. That's when I will actually do that. Alright? And your last question is, can you install Pixel Pay later and go back and still segment audiences? The answer to your question is yes, you can. Okay? However, I suggest you to start right away with it, only because in case it missed some kind of data, there may be possibility that happens. But again, you can install it later. It is really up to you. Alright? So again, guys, let me know in the comment box what you guys think about my daily huddles. I know I haven't been doing this for quite some time, but now I'm back. Make sure you comment below, like this video, share this to your friends and family so that they can actually benefit from my daily huddles every single weekday. Now again, today is Monday, and I know that a lot of people ask about this. I get a lot of Facebook messages asking me if they are going to be the winner for my Kickstart 500 grants. Now, for those of you that have just recently followed me or don't know what this Kickstart 500 grant is, every single Monday, okay, I will give away $500 to an individual who is wanting to build a business online but don't have the budget to do so. And $500 is more than enough for you to actually get a website up and start driving traffic to your store. Now, this $500 doesn't mean that you should go buy a new laptop or a new smartphone. It is going towards you and your business. And you can also use it to invest into courses that you think can help you out, or invest into softwares that obviously will help you out at the same time. So with that, we're going to actually announce our next winner for our Kickstart 500 grant. Put in the number 500 right into the comment box right below and get ready, because I am going to see who our winner is for this week's Kickstart 500 grant. Alright, so I have the winner. Alright, I forgot my fun little, I don't know where it was. Oh, here it is. My Asian style clapping hands. Alright, our Kickstart 500 grant winner is Chris Chandler. Chris Chandler. Congratulations, Chris Chandler, for winning my Kickstart 500 grants. Now, for those of you that didn't win, don't worry. If you have applied and fill in the application form, you will eventually win. All right, for those of you that have not filled out the application form to get qualification or to sign up to get into our draw every single week, make sure you go to www.fretlam.com/500. That is the number sign 500. There's an application form that you got to fill in. Make sure you fill in that. Now, why I chose Chris? He actually inspired me. He said, my wife and I have a son who is autistic. He is profoundly autistic as a child, but has improved to the point now that he is in junior in college without much difference all between himself and others. Well, except I should say, that he is particularly gifted in history, which is his major. So what he wanted to achieve is to want to serve people in their journey to parents with a child of having autism. This is actually very important. And I know my good friend Chris Record created an entire video making the autism awareness. And again, kudos to you guys that are trying to make an impact or are already making an impact to the community for kids that have autism. So I know that really speak really loudly for me. It really warms my heart when I actually see people doing their best to actually help these kind of people that have autism. So at the end of the day, that's why I chose Chris, is really because his story and his goal really inspired me too. And I believe that would do so too. Alright, so with that being said, again, every day we're going to be having our daily huddle, and I will do my best to get on at 6 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you stay tuned to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube whenever I come on live. And if you have any questions that you want to get featured in our daily huddle, make sure you go to www.fretlab.com/ask. Alright, so that's it for today's daily huddle. I look forward on seeing you guys tomorrow. Alright,